Now let's get back to business. This is my current stopping point for archaeology. We will come back for 120, but before we move on, there are a few things I need to take care of. And one of them I did briefly mention, ancient invention. To even get started, I need to get my hands on some blueprints from these guys. Torn blueprint fragments from the Armadillo dig site. There are 3 blueprints to get, and the cheapest way to do it is with 450 of these, so we're about 90 away. You can get these just by going and excavating there, or you can get them from collections. Yeah, the Armadillo 2 collection gives you 75 of these fragments. Man, this is such an awesome effect. Fixate, right? I can pick an artifact from a spot, and it will guarantee me that artifact the next time I roll one. It's perfect for these kind of situations where I already have 2 of this one, but I want 1 more of this. You know, normally I could just roll a third one of this, and that would just be sad, but not with Fixate. Super nice. Oh my god. Dude, my Beastmaster luck is disgusting! Just last kill, I got my second Acto drop, and before that, I got an Acto as well. So, like, in 3 or 4 kills, I've gotten 2 Acto drops, and the BM pet. Durzag's helmet. That's a good pet to get, considering, like, you know, Raids is basically time-gated. Look at him go! I love it, man. I think he has a sick design. Those particle effects. Super nice. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have this pet out when I can. Right now I have it overriding familiars, so I'll get to see it, like, basically anytime I go PVMing. Dude, all this luck lately is just really pushing me to want a PVM. And perfect time, too, because, like, with the archaeology done, I'm free. Here we are. I got all of the artifacts for the Armadillo 2 set. So let's bring 1 to Volusia, so we at least get that one finished. And then the actual Armadillo collector. For 75 of these fragments contribute. Looks like I gotta bring these fragments to this drafting bench. This is the like floating workshop in the Stormguard Citadel. I finished the Howl's Floating Workshop mystery. I didn't know that's the way you finished it. Okay. Ancient Gizmos, Ancient Tools, and the XP Capacitor. You can make tradable or untradeable. I'm an Ironman, so we go to untradeable because it's cheaper. The Ancient Tools, acquire. Ancient Gizmos, acquire. I'm just going to boost with an Extreme Invention just to get rid of this, so I don't forget about it. Acquire. I don't know if I'm even going to use that. I honestly don't know what it does, but no one's ever mentioned it to me before, so we're going to ignore it for now. There they are. You can think of them as like an upgraded version of these normal gizmos. The main difference here is that you can use more components per gizmo, allowing you to get stronger perks, as well as getting ancient gizmo exclusive perks as well. The main problem, though, is that they are kind of annoying to make. Each one of these takes historic components and classic components, and that is where my duplicate artifacts finally become useful. Way back at the start of archaeology, I collected 50 of each of these level 5 artifacts, the very first ones you get, because I knew that I was going to disassemble them in the future. You can see that disassembling these artifacts gives me the historic and classic components at fairly good rates. Additionally, I have 54 of these horn rings from the level 94 spot over at Warforge. This was like a bonus artifact. It wasn't used for the Tetra compasses, so another good one to break down. And it is worth mentioning that the level requirement of the artifact matters a ton. So at different level ranges, you get more components. For example, this horn ring is going to give me significantly more components versus these level 5 ones. But I'm not going to bore you with the specific details. Let's break down these artifacts and see what we end up with. I'm all out, but that's what we ended up with. 100 classic, over 2,000 historic, and 150 time worn, 107 vintage. So I definitely rolled a lot more time worn, but that's fine. If I add 5 faceted, the max amount I can in the normal gizmo, I can get enhanced devoted 2 to 3, right? Opening the ancient gizmo on the other end, if I put in, I think it's 8 faceted for the max, I can get enhanced devoted 4. It's that big of a difference. For certain perks, they can be almost twice as good. So right now I'm just going to be going for the bare minimum good ancient invention perks that I can grab, because I will say a lot of the problem that I'm going to be having is my low invention level. There's just certain perk combos I realistically can't get at 94 Invention. I really need to get that 120. So with that said, the main thing I want to walk away with is Scavenging 4. Basically, you have a chance to get components while doing combat. Rarely you might roll a rare component, which can be any of these bad boys. Some of them are incredibly important. And one more thing about Scav that makes it really interesting. It is one of the only perks in the game that scales exponentially. Just look at this table. Scav 4, believe it or not, is actually 4 times as powerful as 2. Now the problem here is that Scavenging 4 is actually pretty hard to get. It's this combination right here, 9 precious. Sadly, I have 7. In order to actually get the precious components, there's a lot of ways, but I've been thinking. I have all of these sapphires and emeralds that I got from the crafting grind months ago, and realistically I'm not going to use this amount. I mean, I'm going to save, let's just say we're going to save 1,000 of each, just in case there is something down the line that I want to keep them for, but I mean, they're just not as useful as they used to be. I mean, with the porter changes, with the div update, you really don't need to make these into porters like you did years ago. So I'm going to keep the rubies and diamonds because you do really want to keep those for back criminals and anything like that. So yeah, these sapphires and emeralds going to take a while to disassemble, but I will get a decent amount of precious. I think I'm going to be just under the average for one Scav 4. So we're going to do this, try for it. If I don't get it, then we'll move on to Slayer rings because they're also pretty good. Yeah, I could probably do the invention machines. I haven't set those up yet, and I could just do this passively and do something else, but I really want to get these components, man. It's about time. I've been growing these guys for months now. I mean, all I was waiting for was this shiny Jadinko right here to finish off the breeding log. So I can remove the Jadinkos from the breeding pen. They aren't the highest medium animal. That goes to the dinosaurs. From Big Game Hunter, I got a breeding pair of Reaper dinosaurs. Normally you'd actually have to go kill them with Slayer in the hopes of getting one of these eggs, but yeah, I got lucky enough to get both of these so we can start breeding them, and they should be better XP than the Jadinkos were. I have disassembled every single one of those sapphires and emeralds up to 430 precious components, 150 faceted, which is probably more than I'll need. My dream came true. We actually got it alone. And it took me, 17? So pretty good. I was above rate. I got it early, and I got the one I want. All right. That's really nice. At least now I have a guaranteed scav on its own if I really don't want to fuck with looting in the future. But I will say, guys, you do need multiple scavenging 4s for, one for each style is a nice baseline, I guess. But realistically, I can just throw this around as I see fit right now, considering how annoying this is to get right now. So yeah, we're just gonna stick with it, dude. Oh, I'm so excited. One of my next goals is going to be camping Vires for the prayer. So I'm just gonna plop this on the dinosaur hide. I've already mentioned I'm gonna use this over at Vires, and once I'm done, I can disassemble this without feeling bad, and I can get it back for my main gear setup. So let's get the other important perks on this set. Biting 2 Venom Blood. Enhanced Devoted 4. Crackling 4. Nice. Again, way later on, we will upgrade these to much better combos. Moving on, we should definitely upgrade my weapon perks. Precise 6. On the very first one, that was a 14% chance. I could go a little bit further and try to get Precise 6 Genocidal. If I have extra materials, I'll try for that. Genocidal is actually a really nice one. Equilibrium 4. There it is. Took me 6 of them. This perk just gives me more damage during Slayer. So this doesn't necessarily have to be on my main weapon, but I can be putting it on whatever weapon I'm using for Slayer at the time. I'm going to put these perks on the Sun Spear, because of course we're going to be doing Fire Lords. And you can already tell like how much better my weapon perks are going to be. Like, I had Scavenging originally. That's on my armor now. And I had Equilibrium 2. That's it. I think my main weapons were like Precise 2, Equilibrium 2. So I have a massive jump in DPS here. Transfer personality to the Golem framework, yes. I just had to do a few steps to make this framework, and then you charge it here at a Gothixian cache. Ooh, that's a sick animation. Ancient power unlocked, divine conversion. When converting memories at a rift, you will convert your entire backpack in one go. So when you're doing divination, you no longer have to wait for it to do one by one. It immediately dumps all of it. It realistically can like double your divination an hour. It's ridiculous. If I'm gonna go in AFK a lot of divination, I should get at least one more upgrade, and that is the Nightmare Musk. It's a familiar that you get from Fate of the Gods. Luckily, I do have the requirements for this quest, so it's not gonna... Quest complete. That was much quicker than I remember. There's really not much to it, but there's so many rewards. Look at all that free XP. Thank you, thank you. 86 agility. Along the way, I collected all these Memorium Crystals, so I'm gonna place them all here in the Sanctum. Nice. Master Quest Escape and Completion Escape requirement. You can pretty much do it during the quest, so why not? There's a few more post-quest things. Another thing I can do is bring this measure item to 4 different spots and get a total of 200,000 divination XP. Yep, capture Elder Chronicle, 50,000. Let's do it 3 more times. Easy. Easy. I'm around 200k away from 98 divination. Of course, now I can go kill the Muspas to get the secondaries to make the pouches I need. But first, let's go grab 81 summoning. 1,200 adamant bars. I had like none of these ores to start with, so I got up to 91 mining from that. But these are going to be for the adamant minotaurs. I think at this stage, it's probably the best way for me to train. The main issue, though, is that I only have 800,000 coins. That's awful. From the Saren Spirits, I got these alkables. You know, that's not that bad, walking out with a free 8 mil after 99 archaeology. So I'm going to quickly alch these, and then we can afford the shards I need. Bruh, that sucks. So I just recorded for a bit, and the clip exploded. Doesn't exist anymore. Ignore the leaf blower in the background. I really don't want to get up and turn it off. Yeah, we hit 81 summoning. I did it over at the Voice of Saren with the Shaman outfit. I made like 800 adamant minotaurs. But now we're here at the Elder Rift, which is at the end of the Fate of the Gods quest to collect Elder Energy. To make these Nightmare Musk pouches, I need 150 energy and then 2 drops from the actual Muspa themselves. So I might be here a while. I mean, with the dump relic, I mean, it's just so nice. Look at it in action, right? You just click, convert, bam, all gone immediately. 1 tick. So stupid. Here we are at the incandescent spot. Once again, I got my Nightmare Musk out. X is like a beast of burden for divination. It holds up to 32 of these memories. And with the relic, when I convert memories, it will also do the ones in the Nightmare Musk. So it is an extremely good familiar. So yeah, just from 1 inventory, I got 500 incandescent energy. That took me like 30 seconds, minute, something like that. So yeah, we can easily get these energies now. No problemo. I just got the divination pet. Oh, just before 99. Yeah, it's sick. I mean, it's a really nice looking one. But you know, I gotta go back to flexing my BM pet. So that's 2 pets in 1 video. Yeah, as for the Divination Progress, it's going really smooth. We're at 129,000 energy now. I'll just keep going. I think like minimum I would like to have like maybe 200,000, but maybe we'll go further. I mean, you really can't have too much energy. Forgive me, Father, for I have spent more hours here than I care to admit. 99 divination. Now for what really matters, brace yourselves, guys. Nearly 600,000 incandescent energy. That is no joke. But this is going to last me a very long time, if not indefinitely. This should be where I get the cape, or the fair weather. Not gonna lie, I do like this color combination a lot, but it really shines when you get the 120. I doubt that we're ever gonna go that far. Never say never, I suppose, but I don't really see it happening. Moving on, though, I guess I can remove the Divine Conversion Relic from my active ones, so now I have 3 slots. I have some ideas, but for sure, I want to do at least these two, Berserker's Fury and Fury of the Small. But there's a catch. Berserker's Fury, unfortunately, requires an Amulet of the Forsaken, which you only can get from Barrows. I've only done this content for Reapers, so we have 53 kills and no Amulet. So I guess let's go and do a quick Barrows grind. That was easy. Just got the second Dragon Defender. You need one for Master Clues, and I thought I may as well grab it now for the Barrows. So yeah, that was like 20 minutes, maybe 30 tops. If you have a Dragon Defender in your inventory while doing Barrows, you have a chance of getting an upgrade to get a tier 70 Defender, which eventually can be upgraded to, I think, tier 90. And they're pretty important for late game PvM, so while I'm there, maybe I can snag one. There it is, the Corruption Sigil. Come on, skeleton. You're ruining my clip! Yeah, the Corruption Sigil. If I remember, I think it's like 1 in 10. It's not very rare. So to combine it with the Dragon Defender, I need to get I think a 2H Barrows weapon, which I don't have yet. So I guess it'll be like a side goal along with this amulet to hopefully get any 2H weapon. Holy shit. Double chest, Aram's Book of Magic, and a Varric's Bressard. So yeah, we're looking for a 2H weapon. It only works with 2Hs for some reason. So this book, not useful for the Defender, but it is part of the log, I suppose. Didn't have to go dry for this. Amulet of the Forsaken. I'm pretty sure stats-wise, it's like an in-between, like a Fury and Hydrix. It also improves the set effects of the Barrows equipments. I don't know if that comes into play ever, but you need this for that Relic, like I said. So that was a quick grind. We're up to like 60 KC, I think. 68, so not super early, not super late. Can't get over that animation. It's so sick. Berserker's Fury, it's just a flat damage boost. The only caveat is that you get more of a damage boost the lower your HP. So with this on, you start to want to keep lower HP rather than being at higher HP, which I tend to play with high HP. It's just how I've always been, but I got to get in the habit of being lower. It becomes a lot easier with Soul Split, though, because then you can risk a lot more. So it's up to 5.5% damage, but a lot of the time you're probably going to be getting anywhere between 2 to 4%. So you can just think of this as a flat 2, 3, 4% DPS increase everywhere. The next one I want to grab is Fury of the Small. All adrenaline generating basic abilities generate 1% extra adrenaline, which is... This is insane. I actually like this one better than the Berserker's Fury. I don't know like which one is technically more DPS. I guess the other one's probably more consistent, better DPS. But this one allows you to do so much interesting things because it makes it so you can get to your thresholds and your ultimates quicker, allowing you to do more when you're like using Berserk, for example. It really changes how you PvM a little bit, which is really interesting. So we're going to put that on there. Next, Persistent Rage. This might just be a personal opinion, but I think this is the best relic in the game. For me, your adrenaline will not drain outside of combat. This is one of my least favorite mechanics in the entire game. I find it so unnecessary that your adrenaline drains. In some areas, it could be higher DPS, but it's mainly just a quality of life thing. So that in between each boss kill, you usually go to Ward's Retreat, reset your stats, and then come back. This makes it where you don't have to really think about your adrenaline ever. Or like when you're doing long trips of something, like at God Wars, you also don't have to adren stall, which is beautiful. The issue, though, is it's 150 monolith power, energy, whatever, and I only have 100 extra. I don't get any more until, like, I think 120, or very late in the skill, so I can't put this on just yet. So right now, we're going to leave this third slot for, like, any, I guess, quality of life relic or skilling relic I want to use at the time, but eventually we're going to put this on here, and that'll be my trio for PvM for most situations. Along the way to 99 Archaeology, I collected many relics. So I'm going to go turn them all in so we have them. But there are just way too much to talk about. So just know that I have a good amount unlocked. And I think this is a great time to end the video. We accomplished way more than I expected. I mean, we got the baseline Ancient Invention perks, probably increased my DPS by 15-20%. Just from that, I went way overboard on the divination. That was legit like 3-4 days of divination straight. Like that's all I did. And then of course we got the nice relics unlocked, and there's just so many more that I can get in the future. Next video is going to be a pretty big grind, so look out for that next week. If you haven't yet, go check out my live stream over on Twitch. Come over and say hi. Either way, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.